Mental health is something that millions of people suffer with on a daily basis. It impacts your life in a way that makes everything around you a challenge and can spiral out of control if left untreated and unnoticed. We have discussed mental health before on this channel, and I cannot stress the importance of addressing a problem, if you truly have one, to get the proper help. Suffering from a mental illness can impact everything in your life, making it more difficult, from maintaining a healthy relationship to doing something simple as going to the grocery store. The following are simulations of 5 different types of mental illnesses, and hopefully it will shed light on how truly crippling it can be to a person, and help you better understand how devastating it can be. Some of these simulations may disturb those who do suffer from a particular mental illness, so we will inform you of each type before showing the simulation if you need to skip past, because the last thing we want this video to do is trigger a negative reaction out of you. With that being said, here are 5 realistic mental health simulations that will most likely terrify you. We not only hope you enjoy, but more importantly find it very informative and helpful. We will also be donating all revenue made from this video to mental health charities. Anxiety. Anxiety is a vast topic that can be classified into several types of illnesses, such as post-traumatic stress disorder, generalized panic, or social anxiety. It is defined as a whole as an overwhelming fear or worry that is strong enough to interfere with a person's daily life. Being experienced by over 3 million people a year, it's one of the most frequent mental illnesses that seems to be growing more and more by the year. There are many factors that can contribute to this disorder, like social media, finances, relationships, and violence. Understanding how living with anxiety is the first step in creating a solution for those who suffer from it. Social anxiety is one of the more personal and harshest, as it affects the person not in their living space, but in the daily world of human interaction. It can in fact be so bad that people will avoid any sort of contact with other people. We as humans crave interaction and communication, and withdrawing from that and isolating ourselves is in fact only pouring fuel to the fire. From something as simple as going to the store to purchase some items can in fact be a grueling task for someone suffering with social anxiety, such as shown in the following simulation video. We see a person walking into a store and instantly watching his every move, going as far as making sure the door doesn't slam, or even make a noise when he enters. Not wanting to be noticed or even announce his presence, he tries to blend in and browse the items in the store, and feels as if he is being watched by everyone. The rapid heartbeat and panicked breathing are scary effects that are all too true for those in these situations. Even when the man makes his way to purchase the gift for his sister, the moment something doesn't go according to his plan, he makes a break for the door to get out of the element and back into the safety of isolation. Take a look.
Yeah, she is. It's totally her, isn't it? And anyways, we need to really consider buying something for Mom for Christmas. I don't know. Why not? Okay, so what's the deal with you and Josh? Seriously.
Okay, I know you don't like him, but
I don't.
is he that bad? He's not that bad.
He's such a loser.
You know what?
Oh my gosh.
Okay,
Kimberly, please.
He's a loser.
Such a loser. Okay. No, she would not. She loves tea sets. See? Tea sets? Tea sets, honey. Yes.
So gross.
It's for my sister.
We don't do gift wrapping here.
No, it's okay.
Sir, are you sure you don't want this?
Calm down.
Sir?
It is truly sad and scary that people go through this every day with things that should otherwise be a simple task. Suffering from social anxiety is that much worse though, since as stated above, it makes you want to distance yourselves from people. However, isolating yourself will only cause the problem to become that much worse. Obsessive Compulsive Disorder. Obsessive Compulsive Disorder, otherwise known as OCD, is a mental illness that is the most common out of all mental illnesses. It's analysed that 1 in 4 people suffer from OCD, which varies in types of severity. There are types where people just need to have certain things in a certain way, such as their items on a work desk, while others have to do certain actions a set amount of times before moving on, such as grabbing a door handle 5 times or touching an object 3 times before moving on. This is not only a difficult thing for the person suffering with it to live with, but it also affects those around them, such as spouses or siblings, as they learn to have to be patient with the person while they do their unavoidable habits. One of the most frequent and punishing things that occurs with a person with OCD is the act of following a routine. The routine to them is natural, however, if they do so much as make a small slip up in it, they will feel compelled to start completely over, which in turn makes them more frustrated and worried, which will more than likely lead to them making another mistake, restarting the entire process. You can see why, and will soon see, how this can impact a person's daily life. Something as simple as walking to school or a restaurant is a massive, complex and detailed task to someone with OCD. In this video you're about to see, you will watch as a young man prepares to leave his house and walk to school. You'll hear his inner monologue as he is walking. Everything from counting steps to worrying about seeing a red car, from talking to his friend while internally focusing on the fact that she is stepping on a crack in the sidewalk. The video is overwhelming at times, and we should warn you that if you do suffer from OCD, please skip this because everyone has a routine of how we do things, and this may trigger an emotional negative response. Take a look.
What is my bag doing on the floor? Okay, do I have everything? I have my cord, I have my computer, I have my notebook. I think I'm forgetting something, I don't know. Zipper goes from left to right, and move that over to the right. Okay, I have my keys. Good, put that there, my keys. My wallet, I have my wallet, and my phone. I have my keys, my wallet, my phone. My keys, my wallet, my phone. My phone, my wallet, my keys. Okay, am I forgetting something? I don't know. Okay, left shoulder, right shoulder, okay. And a sidewalk wouldn't be a sidewalk without the cracks, now would it? Just gotta get a good stride going and I should be okay till I get to school. Perfect. Shit. Damn it. I have to start over. Okay, quickly back. Here we go. I can do this. Back to the start. Here we go. And one more time. Right foot, left foot, right foot, left foot, right foot. Yes. I've got this. Here we go. Let's just hope I don't see any red cars on my way to school. That would be bad. Okay, look at me. Yeah. All right, silver car. Perfect. And now we get to the flowers. 17 flowers. There's more than 17. Yellow bus. Yellow flowers, yellow bus. Perfect. Everything's going according to plan. Here we go. Almost there. Damn, I should have looked 8 ways. All right. That's what happens when you don't follow the rules. 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 Alright, back on track. Another person selling their house. This is nuts. What if they're all moving away because of me? Because of my crazy antics? Because of, I can't step on a twig. Are you kidding me? I didn't see this. I was too busy looking at the sign. Oh my god, it's like a minefield. How am I going to get through this alive? Manhole, don't kill me now. I am not standing around. I need to get away from that chaos. Alright, let's straighten things out by walking on this. Don't fall off or you'll die. Perfect. Oh, thank God. Past the hardest part of my walk.
This is truly a well put together video for someone who suffers from OCD. It shows the nature of how a person manages it and what is necessary for them to be able to move on with their day. What is seen as a simple walk to someone not afflicted is seen as a nightmare to someone who has an obsessive habit. Hopefully, if you do have OCD, you can or have taken the steps to finding treatment for it, as nobody should have to worry if something slightly wrong happens. Schizophrenia. Schizophrenia is classified as a behavioural and mental disorder that affects a person's ability to think, feel, and behave clearly. Symptoms of the disease include hearing voices, hallucinating, paranoia, and mental confusion, along with many more. The illness makes the person afflicted by it feel like they're doing something wrong or to question everything. Paranoia goes hand in hand with schizophrenia, and it creates massive turmoil for the person, since they're constantly having a battle with their own mind. Not being able to turn the switch off, and from the moment of waking up to going to bed, having the feeling of something bad happening at any moment, and feeling completely vulnerable to that danger, makes for things being extremely difficult for the person. For those of us who have never experienced something like this, it can be difficult to understand what it's like and how badly it can make a person feel. Most of those who have schizophrenia are completely aware of it and know what they are hearing and what is real. Some have issues separating reality from their own thoughts, but that is what makes it such a scary mental illness. They know it's there, but they can't stop it. Imagine watching a TV show that you hate and want to use the remote and change the channel, yet you cannot. You see the remote in front of you, but you cannot change it. That is a very basic example of what it's like. The following video does an accurate portrayal of a person's daily life living with schizophrenia, and it's sad and scary seeing how badly it can completely take over their life. Take a look.
Worthless.
Waking up now.
Ah, the phone woke you up. Don't answer, they'll know.
They know who you are.
Why are you so worthless? Stupid. So stupid. I hate you.
Why are you going to pick up the phone? Stupid. Worthless stupid.
They'll know. Coming for you.
Something wrong.
They'll know.
Package. Poison package.
Hang up. Never open poison.
Coming for you.
They know about
Stop
you,
it now.
Don't listen, stupid. So dumb. So dumb. He has to answer. Don't do it.
This is for you. Shut the door. Don't open. Stupid to open.
You are stupid to open the door. Coming for you.
He has to now. Reaching for you. That is what I think it is.
Grab my hand. Part of the plot coming for you.
Hey, I'm home. Did you get my call? I tried calling you about my package that's coming. I was wondering if it came. Oh, I see it came.
She know all your worthless secrets.
Coming to get you. And your secrets.
Just stop
Mike, are you okay? I'm
trying.
worried
Give
about you.
up.
You're not acting right. We need to get you to the hospital.
Hospital steal your secrets.
She's coming closer.
Depersonalization disorder. Depersonalization disorder is a disorder that stems from intense or long-term stress or a traumatic event, such as war or a major accident. It is often seen as a sign of depression, which could be argued, but it's too often overlooked as just a person being exhausted and not alert. DD is actually much worse because it's not something that is experienced for a few hours. It can last days to months and can show no sign of improving or getting worse. It just seems to come and go at random for many people. DD is something that causes a person to become detached from many things, such as people and hobbies, A person will not want to go to a friend's house for dinner or have no desire to go and see their favourite band in town. The long-term effects of this can be devastating, as if it gets to a point where the person stops caring about their own health and being and begin consuming alcohol or substances to cope with the illness. A good way to explain the disorder is like being in a simulation, ironically, watching someone, yourself, go through the day-to-day activities. However, you're seeing all this happen but feel like you're on autopilot, not being able to or have any care to stop or take control of the situation, feeling like you're in a prison in your mind. The long-term side to this is not something anyone wants to go through, as too many years suffering with DD can completely change your mental state, with lacking basic human emotions such as love or empathy. You feel as if you're a robot and just go along with things without much care. The following video shows how a person suffering with the illness goes about their day. Notice the muffled noises around the person and how slow they are to react to many things. It's like they're there, but not there at the same time. Take a look. It's pretty creepy being in this situation, not being able to control your everyday actions, and just going about your life in a common routine, not even getting enjoyment out of like and feeling, as though you're just programmed to experience the same thing over and over, can truly break a person's mind. This may not seem as serious as some of the others on this list, but after researching this topic and getting a better understanding, we can see why it's such a severe mental illness. After all, how can you get treatment for something if you do not care to fix it? Sensory overload. Sensory overload is both a mental illness and symptom of other illnesses, and something many of us have experienced. It's best described as having headphones to the world in your ear, and each sound, feeling and sensation you experience is at the max level, so you get the full blast of every one of them over and over, some following instantly after the preceding sound, and then will be followed by 4 to 5 more sounds all within a few seconds. You can see why this is something that can completely shut a person down, as nobody can mentally focus on anything with constantly having their senses pushed and overloaded. Not being able to prioritize the sensations that are occurring in your brain can start leading to worse and worse side effects, which can cause a complete shutdown. The following video does a creepy job at getting it right with how the illness works, from the normal sounds we all hear daily to them becoming more and more distorted, which then leads to our brain overworking even more and not being able to stop anything coming in. Take a look. So, they were 5 mental health simulations. Keep in mind, we are not trying to downplay mental health or use this video as a means of enjoyment or entertainment. More so, we are trying to raise awareness of these illnesses and educate the viewers so that they will be able to hopefully cope with the illness and seek out treatment, or perhaps assist people who have a friend or family member suffering with one of these. If you do have a mental health illness, know that you are not alone, and there are many people around you who do care. Even if it's someone you barely know, they do care because your health and well-being does matter. We hope you found this video informative, and as always, we'll see you in the next video.